in your...
End it. Right now. Write your congressman. And for God's sake, tell them to support the December 31st pullout.
This war is killing us. One more death is one too many. Write your congressman today.
Go, they whispered. Go, child of war. Go before the rebels return. Go while you still can. While you're still able. And go by darkness. It's safer this way. Go to the camps. They're growing by the day. Go now. They'll tell you what to do. Go across lands and seas with your father. Go to a new country, new surroundings. Go and think nothing of this previous life. Go and make a new identity for yourself. Go and forge a new soul. View all that went behind you as a distant memory. Go, child, and be forever free.
The Vietnam War has lasted longer now than any other war in the history of this country. It has succeeded only in tearing apart the fabric of our society. It's turned families against families. It's driven thousands into exile and thousands more into despair. It has helped us to write the saddest chapter in the history of the United States. As one who fought in Vietnam and who has seen firsthand the emptiness of our policy, I want you to consider, how do you ask a man to be the last to die in Vietnam? How do you ask a man to be the last to die for a mistake? 73% of the American people say they want us out of Vietnam by the end of this year. Please, make yourself heard. Write your senators and congressmen and ask them to vote for legislation to end this war now.
A nuclear explosion produces intense heat. This can get through unprotected windows and set fire to things in your home. But there are steps you can take now to cut down the risk. First, whiten your windows with white paint to reflect some of the heat away. This will cut down the risk of these fires. Then get rid of junk lying about in your attics and upper floors, especially old papers and magazines which can catch fire easily. The heat from the bomb strikes at attics and upper floors most easily, and fires there are usually the hardest to put out, so pay particular attention to these places. In other parts of the building, clear away papers and magazines. Then net curtains from windows, and any old rubbish inside or outside your home which is likely to catch fire easily. Small fires can be put out easily if they are tackled at once. If they are left, they spread fast and soon get out of control. The fire brigade may not be able to reach you, and you will have to protect yourself without any help. So prepare now. If you have a fire extinguisher, keep it handy. Or a garden hose could be very useful. Keep buckets of sand and water ready on each floor.
It was at our town hall meeting. Someone mentioned that these children are fighting a war and they didn't have the necessary supplies. And so I'm going to send this gun to a child soldier who needs it. It was my dad's. We're all getting together on Saturday and then we'll start packing them up, you know, but we're optimistic.
Right here, we actually have Joanna signing people in and handing out buttons. People are here early in the morning starting to put this stuff together. It's wonderful what they've done. That's what this is all about. You want people to know the great things these kids are doing, and they know. We want to help keep them fighting.
It feels good to do something really worthwhile, you know, it really does.
Oh, poor darlings.
You think of your own grandchildren.
Yes. Oh, well, this is how it's going to look.
So appreciated.
Yeah.
We need to do whatever we can. Every little bit counts.
Well, this is Dominic, and we've been supporting him for about a year.
He's just growing up to be a wonderful, brave young man.
Well, I mean, he's learning on the job, combing for landmines. I mean,
We're here to support him. We're behind him all the way.
Well, you know, we started learning a little bit about child soldiers, and, you know, the more we learned, the more the kids kind of wanted to get involved, so we decided that we would make targets.
Brian, what is it?
Ariana, ready?
A target.
Looks good.
Let's do what we can.
It's got to start somewhere.
Child soldiers need support. Let's send them guns. Yeah. Let them fight.
Let them fight.
They deserve to fight.
You know, if we all chipped in, we could really help these children win their war, win their fight.
When they divide up the pie in Washington, do you ever wonder who gets the biggest slice?
Now for the chip.
Most of your taxes go to pay for wars, Past, present, and future. What does your money buy? It buys you Vietnam, and with it, inflation, unemployment, disunity, and death. It buys you bombs instead of schools, defoliation instead of clean air and water, tanks instead of trains, and destroys homes instead of building them. Isn't it time we got out of their country and back into ours? Write your congressman. Tell him you need a bigger piece of the pie now.
I can't help but feel I'm left with a huge sadness. This nation has a massive cognitive dissonance at the moment towards war. So I suppose I came into this project with two wishes, really. One was to draw attention to the war and the way that wars have been fought by the government over the past 20 years since this war on terror began. I worry about the care of veterans as the public's consciousness moves away from the plight of the wounded, the injured and the sick. The state of veterans' mental health care in the UK is, I can't even find a word for it. Change the discourse slightly, change the narrative a little bit, get people to ask questions that they normally wouldn't. We're a very distracted society, we're a very divided society, and I think small acts like this, creativity, they may be the answer towards trying to increase awareness towards how we are operating our foreign policy. And I'm firmly a believer that this war was an illegal one. I don't like the idea of veterans having this identity pushed on them, that they should be a hero or a warrior. How are you supposed to heal under these conditions? Things need to change. And if I'm seen as the enemy by the veteran community or certain members of the public, then I'm happy to take that. I'm at peace with that. This is my line in the sand. I don't agree, and things need to change.
Hello, ma'am. Are you Miss Jacobs?
Yes, I am.
The Secretary of the Army has asked me to express his deep regret that your son...
When a country loses a soldier, life moves on. When a mother loses a son, life stops.
Here is a reminder of what the air attack warning sounds like. This is the sound. When you hear the attack warning, you and your family must take cover at once. Do not stay out of doors. If you are caught in the open, lie down. And now here is a reminder about fallout warnings. When fallout is expected, you will hear 3 bangs in short succession, like this. In some areas, the warning may be given by means of 3 gongs, like this. Or you may hear 3 whistles, like this. All these 3 types of sounds indicate that fallout is expected. When you hear them, you must stay in the safest position in the house. Keep the doors shut. Do not go outside the house until you are told it is safe. Here is the all clear warning. When you hear this sound, you can leave your cover. But keep listening for further warnings.
Moms, we're used to sacrifice. We give up our time, our hips, our homes, our sleep. We sacrifice our personal space and our personal needs. When you're a mom, you make sacrifices every day. And this Mother's Day, we're asking you to give up one more thing. Your gift. Instead, ask your family for a donation to War Child. Because the best Mother's Day gift they could ever give you is a gift that helps other moms living in conflict. Visit mothersdaysacrifice.ca to give up your gift.
Quand je serai grand, je me ferai tabasser par l'armée.
Da grande sarò minacciata di morte.
Когда я вырасту, мне выстрелят в спину.
Rahmoud Britonis.
Voy a ser torturada a muerte.
我将会坐11年的监狱。
Beni ömür boyu hapise tehdit edecekler.
I tell you one more time, I will shoot you. Move! Say move! Move! When it's down, huh? I will shoot you. Get down! You push me, huh?
Tonight I'll sing my songs again, I'll play the game and pretend. Oh, but all my words come back to me in shades of mediocrity, like emptiness in harmony. I need someone to comfort me. Homeward bound, I wish I was homeward bound. Home, where my thoughts escaping. Home, where my music's playing. Home, where my love lies waiting silently for me. Silently for me.
Afghanistan, 7 ans déjà.
I joined the army in 1997. I always wanted to be a soldier. I always wanted to join the British Army, and I joined when I was 19. When you join the army, you take on the values of the army, and they're instilled in you quite quickly. The army becomes your whole life, and everything outside of it is irrelevant. I saw the British Army as, on the whole, a force for good. I pretty much saw that what you were going to carry out would be honourable. When I was 19, I probably saw war as, you know, one set of soldiers fighting against another set of soldiers. The reality of it is that there is always a civilian population involved, and that the enemy isn't always wearing uniform.
Royal Courts of Justice, London. Date 3rd July 2008. Before the Honourable Mr Justice Eadley. Claimant, Ministry of Defence. Defendant, Benjamin Simon Clare. The Ministry of Defence has brought a claim against Mr Ben Griffin, a former soldier, based on allegations that he has breached a confidentiality agreement, and also, irrespective of contract, that he is in more limited respects in breach of an equitable duty of confidence. Since his discharge in 2005, he has made a number of unauthorised public disclosures and statements touching to a greater or lesser extent upon matters which he experienced through his service with the Army. Griffin has made it clear in his evidence that he has acted throughout for reasons of conscience. He has no wish to harm the interests of this country. It appears that Mr Griffin does not fully trust the systems in place. He suspects that the MOD would take an unduly narrow view as to the scope of his permitted disclosures, and that even if he were permitted to raise matters with the appropriate investigative authorities, e.g. the RMP, they too would not exert themselves in investigating or exposing wrongdoing. In my judgment, the defendant must comply with his contractual obligation in the event that he wishes to make further disclosures.
I would say that the right to freedom of speech, the right to free association, without those, you're not a human. You're just some sort of worker ant, just obeying orders.
Algeria, 12th of March 2000. 4 people were murdered near Boufarik. The man in the foreground is trying to get one of the bodies out of the burnt car. Algeria, 15th of March 2000. 11 people, including 7 children, were killed in Kaiba. Their bodies were discovered in this house. Algeria, 20th of March 2000. An alley in the village of Dashuk, 300 kilometers south of Algiers. A few minutes after the attack, the woman on the ground was pregnant. Don't wait to see more images before defending human rights in Algeria.
After an attack, fires will start in many places. The fire brigade may not be able to help everyone, so it might be up to us to tackle the fires in our own homes. Here is some advice on how to do it. Make sure that you have turned off gas and electricity at the mains. Don't smoke. Then start checking for fires. Start at the top of the house. Check roof space and every room, putting out fires before they get out of control. Small fires can be put out quite easily if they're tackled at once. If they are left, they spread quickly and take hold. Use water from the tap if there is any. Earth and sand are also useful. Put all the members of your family to work putting out fires in the house. When you are satisfied that the inside is safe, check the outside of the house and make sure that you are safe from any fires which have started nearby. When you have seen to your own household, help any neighbor in need. If you have used any of your precious drinking water to fight fires, make good your reserves. Fill up all your containers again and put covers on them. Turn off your water supply at the mains. It may become contaminated. If your house is damaged, you may have a little time before a fallout warning to carry out minor jobs to keep the weather out. Curtains or sheets may be used to cover broken windows or holes. Then listen for the fallout warning. If it comes, take cover in your inner refuge and stay there.
This is Reporter Man, the modern-day journalist. He's always on call. He talks when you want him to. He's resistant to all forms of torture and to all forms of intimidation. He's the perfect journalist, delivered with pen without ink and camera not working. The journalist who never complains and always agrees with you.
Today, for more than 200 journalists, torture, prison or death are a reality. No freedom without freedom of the press.
it! One Philly, one fit!
During the Civil War, soldiers were forced to have limbs amputated with nothing more than a bottle of whiskey to dull the pain. Of course, that would never happen today. During the Bosnian conflict, they couldn't afford to give children whiskey. We can't let this keep happening.
All my life, people have hated the police and army. I was reared in streets filled with their guns, so I've always looked the other way when the lads were having a go. Who cares, I thought. And when something really rough happened, I'd just train harder to forget it. Anything for a quiet life, see? But where's it got me? What have these hard men done for me? They've left me with no job and no hope. They've wrecked where I live. They've hijacked our cars, fed off our backs. And when I saw their kind of justice, I thought, there's gotta be something better than this. So I made up my mind. I want the hoods off my back. I phoned that confidential telephone number and told them what I know. You see, I want a decent future, and that's not gonna happen while these heroes are screwing it up for everybody.
The most terrifying thing about a war is not that there is a child in front of a weapon. The most terrifying is that there is a child behind one. Whichever way you look at it, in a war, the children are always victims. War is not child's play. Children in armed conflicts campaign.
A warning may come quite unexpectedly. We will now tell you what to do if a warning sounds when you are at home. And then we will explain what to do if you are out of doors. First, if you are at home. If attack is imminent, you will hear the attack sound like this. So take cover at once. Send your young children to the fallout room, then go quickly and turn off the gas and the electricity at the mains. Close down stoves. Damp down fires. Shut windows. And draw curtains. Then go to your fallout room and stay there. If the fallout warning sounds are heard, they will be like these. You should now move yourself and your family to the safest area in your fallout room. That is, you should get inside your inner refuge and stay there. After 2 days, the danger from fallout will get less, but don't take any risks by contact with it. The longer you stay in your refuge, the better it will be for you. Listen to your radio. Stay where you are and keep listening to your radio. Now, this is what you should do if you are out of doors when the warning sounds. Take cover at once when you hear the attack sound. If you cannot reach home in 10 minutes, take cover in the nearest building. If there is no building nearby, try to find some solid cover. If there is no solid cover, lie flat in a ditch or a hole and cover your head, face and hands as fast as you can with some of your clothes. If you hear the fallout warning, seek the nearest and best cover as quickly as you can. But before entering the building or cover, brush or shake off any fallout dust you may have picked up and get rid of it. Change your outer clothing if you can. Stay under cover. When the all clear sounds, like this, it means that you are safe from attack or fallout for the time being, and that you can go out again. But keep listening for further warnings, or to your radio for further advice.
$249. That's your yearly war contribution. And overseas, it buys a lot. Not just one assault rifle, dozens. And enough ammo to kill thousands. When you fund war, kids pay the price. But War Child turns your dollars into education, opportunity, and justice. Find out how at warchildusa.org.
Got it.
Okay, cut. Turn it off!
Are you okay? Yeah. Unlike many other countries, getting the news here will never cost a life.
What's the cheapest way to clear a minefield then? 22 kids and a football.
Heard about the landmine victim that had blue eyes? One blue this way, one blue that way?
Well, what goes hop, skip, Hop, skip, bang. What? A girl played hopscotch in a minefield.
Oh, yeah.
Every year, over 26,000 people are maimed or killed by landmines, senselessly. It's a sick joke. The Mines Advisory Group clears both mines and unexploded bombs, but we're desperately short of money. Please call us on 0800 0723 999 and give whatever you can. The sickest joke is not clearing landmines.
After an attack is over and the all clear has been sounded, arrangements will be made as soon as possible to treat any people who are ill or injured. Listen to your radio. Details will be given about what to do, when to do it, and how. If anyone dies while you are kept in your fallout room, move the body to another room in the house. Label the body with name and address, and cover it as tightly as possible in polythene, paper, sheets, or blankets. Tie a second card to the covering. The radio will advise you what to do about taking the body away for burial. If, however, you have had a body in the house for more than 5 days, and if it is safe to go outside, then you should bury the body for the time being in a trench or cover it with earth and mark the spot of the burial.
A bonfire burning in his eyes. He whispered, it's the atrocities of your story, of your story. God visits all our souls to survey the damage.
Inside this 14 square meter container, at night, the temperature can drop down to minus 40 degrees. At noon, it can rise up to 50 degrees. Of course, no goods are stored inside, yet it's not empty. A journalist has been locked inside for 12 years. Donate and help us save independent journalism.
Top story tonight, as the terrorist rebellion enters another year,
Country's just not safe anymore. We've got to leave.
Into the deep dark.
The fighting's getting closer.
That's the hospital. Camps have been raided.
Merry Christmas.
Get off! Get out of there!
How are we supposed to get from there to there?
Just take the things that you need.
See you there.
City under siege.
Can't stop the bleeding.
They've only got enough for one.
Oh my God, no!
I will find you.
You bring me when you get there. I'm not getting on the boat without you.
Help those.
His parents drowned. Just turn on, Mum. Please. Mum, we've got to keep going.
Mesdames et messieurs,
Du scum!
Quickly! Come on. I want my mummy I'm not hungry.
are you related?
No. I mean, chicken.
We found a family for Alfie.
He's all I've got left. 60th of May, 2003.
It's today, happy birthday. Hope you made a wish. And what are your parents' names? Lily, I know this is hard. Can you tell me your parents' names? Lily?
شكرا. تعالوا يا أولاد. شو هالتاج الحلو؟
حلوة.
تفضل ارتاح.
مع السلامة يا أحمد. هيك اتصل.
كل عام وانت بخير مريم. ألف مبروك.
بسرعة طفوا الضوء. طفي الموسيقى.
Well, the fascination has always been there, then and now. It's that inexplicable passion that lies within, a passion that overcomes all borders. Maybe it's the craftsmanship, the perfect balance of timeless materials. Or maybe it's the unsurpassed power and efficiency. Personally, I think it's the exhilaration that really takes your breath away. But any way you look at it, our products, they've really changed the world.
So, to get your whole...
Action Man Battlefield Casualties. For PTSD Action Man, danger lurks at every turn.
Who's that?
He never feels safe, not even in his own home. Do what you can to block out the memories.
Look, look, look!
With no support from HQ, it's up to you to find a way.
Looks like we're on our own.
PTSD Action Man now comes with 1,000-yard stare action. With time running out, only you can stop the pain.
Let's get out of here.
Action Man. You talk, take me the hunt. Action Man.
Here comes paralyzed Action Man. Legs really don't work. His spine shattered by an enemy IED. Action Man is crippled by constant pain. With his bowels out of action, only a colostomy bag can save him from disaster.
Reloading.
But despite his injuries, there can be no rest.
That's work for me.
Oh, more. New cereal with a golden taste.
Action Man.
Make the ultimate sacrifice with new Dead Action Man. Blown to bits by bombs, it's up to you to pick up the pieces.
We lost him!
Identify the body with dog tags.
Private Smith, 19 years old.
Reward him for valiant effort.
You've been promoted.
Can you dig the grave in time?
Let's do it!
Bury your Dead Action Man with full military honors. Present arms, fire! Coffin sold separately.
Action Man.
And we'll give you a free what?
Action Man Battlefield Casualties, each sold separately.
now it's time, folks, to have a parade.